Now, in a gap analysis, we have to be able to translate our current state, which is where we are now, towards our desired state, which is what we want to achieve. But the gap in between those two, between where we are today and where we want to be, that's what we call a gap analysis. This is how we improve, how we're going to grow. All right. So we've now defined through the last 3 weeks the desired state. But we now need to dive into the gap analysis and figure out how can we translate that into actions. So here's our process. Let me go ahead and go full screen on this one. All right, the gap analysis procedure, how we're going to drive towards that gap is first we need to plan. Okay, follow these major steps here. Plan. Now in planning, there's 3 steps. First, you got to figure out what the gap is. We have to identify what drove that gap, what caused it. And then finally, we have to select the actions necessary to help with that. Now, the first part of our time together, I'm going to be walking you through how do we create and understand that gap and procedure. Now, our last 10 minutes, what we're going to spend on today is the next 3 steps, okay? Really in that green step there. I'll get to that, okay? But what we need to do is in step 2 is do, which is how do we implement the plan itself? Check it, which is step 3, which is study the results that we get from it. And then finally adjust, basically, which is act, standardize, and plan continuous improvements. We can always grow. Now, in this plan, do, check, act process, this will allow us to be able to identify the gap, know where it's driving from, figure out actions that we can take to help close that gap, implement them, figure out how it's moving forward, how we're continuing to grow, and grow every single day towards our process.